ladies and gentlemen, it's the Noobtoob Modcast featuring Jammin' Slaver, Locke, and Sunflower.
Oh, I got Patapon 2. And man, is that a cute game. And the things I said probably, a while ago about Patapon 1, this is more or less the same game, except with new stuff, which is really cool, and that's what I kind of expect from a sequel. It's not on the level of, say, Gears 1 transitioning to Gears 2, but they did add some cool stuff. They added multiplayer, which is kind of neat for a rhythm game. They added hero units. And if you know what the Patapons look like, they're those little circular guys with eyes, one eye. And the hero unit...
They look like those Pokemon.
Yeah. And basically the hero unit has a little headdress, which is kind of cool. And he, you name your hero, and he kind of leads your Patapons throughout that. And you use him in the multiplayer with 3 other heroes. And with the multiplayer level, you have to carry this egg throughout different levels and fight different boss enemies. And you can also just do the quote-unquote multiplayer level by yourself. The computer just has some AI take over for the other heroes.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. That's one of the improvements. Great music still. The game's beautiful. It's got a really cool, unique art style. And the biggest thing that, actually not the biggest thing, I'll get to that in a second. It can load up all your stuff from your Patapon 1 save. So all of my stuff that I had stockpiled, basically, if you don't know Patapon, you stockpile meat for your villagers and
I like meat.
And different weapons, and you can upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. All that stuff that I had left over in my Patapon 1 save transferred to Patapon 2, so that was kind of cool.
Does that make it too easy?
No, not at all. I actually didn't finish Patapon 1 because it was too hard. And this is actually, I don't know if they toned it down or I'm just used to it now, but I'm going at a good pace. Each level takes about 5 minutes, and it's really nice. And basically what you do is you have a mission to lead your god, leading your Patapons. It's the same thing. You're the same god. You lead your Patapons through rhythm games where they go pata, pata, patapon, and then you do that. There's 3 different songs that you can do.
Sounds infuriating.
Yeah, I know. It's a very, very niche game. But the basic outline of the game is you go, you fight the evil Patapons, you go hunt to get food, then you kill a boss, kind of rinse and repeat, and they throw in different styles and different varieties of levels to keep it fresh for you. But the biggest thing, is that they introduced this wicked leveling up system for your Patapons. So depending on what loot you get from your missions, you can they have this whole evolution map. So just picture a family tree of Patapons. And in order to kind of move down the tree, you have to fulfill certain requirements. So in order to get, say, the short and fat, stocky Patapon, that's really round, kind of like 1704, you go...
nice, thank you.
Yes. You have to get, this certain type of elephant meat and this certain type of rock, and then you can go that way. But if you want, the slender, skinny Jammin' Slaver Patapon, you need to get this special feather and this axe, and that it's huge. And I've only got to the 2nd level, and I think there's about 5 or 6 levels, and that's how you flesh out your Patapon army. And you can customize your army that way. And I use, whenever I say customize, it's nerdgasm. But it's really cool, and that's a huge addition, and it's going to keep me playing because I do want to see what combinations of Patapons you can have. Because you can have your regular spear throwing Patapons or your axe and shield Patapons. You can also have Patapons that ride horses. But yeah, it's a really good sequel, and if you like the first one, definitely check out the second one. If you haven't played it before, don't start with the first one, because this is I would start here, and you're not missing anything from missing the first one. And this has so many more improvements on it than the first one that you might as well start here if this is your first Patapon game.
Now, you said this one was more difficult, but you also brought over your meat snacks from the first one.
Yes, I had many meat snacks, so it kind of gave me a little more of a boost. And in this one, it seems that I can make my army a little bigger than the first one, just with that kind of evolution thing. And I know you don't believe in evolution, but in this game, it's real, so...
Cool.
Right. So it's not any easier if you've played the first one and can transfer your meat snacks.
Well, that's the only way that it makes it easier. It's not very hard to train yourself to do the 4-button combination, so it's not really a skill that transfers over from the first one. Not in, say, like a fighting game if you've played a lot of Street Fighter. But
Hello.
But the meat snacks definitely do help, and the extra spears and helmets help my little guys out. So I'm giving Patapon 2 a big thumbs up, especially for a sequel coming from such a unique game.